I was waiting. That's crazy. What's going on, man? Good evening, everybody, man. I'm probably have to take these glasses off because there's a big reflection that I don't like. I don't like that. So, man, welcome in, man. Let me get situated real quick. My apologies, man. I thought I was together, but I'm not. So tonight we're gonna be talking about. We're gonna finish our discussion because I didn't get a chance to finish. Uh, I talked from earlier, man. I was live over at Trifecta. Yeah, I got to see because I'm actually I'm gonna do something. I'm actually gonna respond to some comments, man, that I got earlier today and yesterday, and I'll do a recap on some of the videos, man, that I didn't get a chance to finish yesterday. So welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, and then plus we're gonna be talking about particular watches and stuff like that. So all right. Let's see here. I'll just get this set up real quick. So I have there's actually another video that's gonna be coming out tonight, a short, and that is from the Reese Nichols watch event that I attended this past weekend. So yeah, this man, I can't stand that doggone reflection from my glasses, man. It's crazy. So we're gonna have to just do without this. All right, so right now, watch check. Let's get into it, man. So I got on my Hamilton, and before we get into it, like completely get into it, man, I'm actually enjoying this whole format. I think it's it's a fun format. It actually frees me up, and I do want to try going on with somebody else. I'll set that up for probably next week, man. I'll reach out to a couple of you guys and see who is able to go on at a particular time. Yo, Joe, what's going on? What's going on? All right, so we're gonna be talking. Let me just jump off into this Reese Nichols thing real quick because Shinola, I was talking about that yesterday, but I don't know. I don't think I got a chance to finish it. I was supposed to come back, but Shinola has a number of watches that I really like. I really dig the watches, but I know some of the conversations that we have, some of us had. So I see Joe is in the building. Yo, what's up, Vic? And the biggest takeaway, so even though I wasn't talking to Joe about this, I had a conversation with you in my head a little bit. The money, it's the money part. I'm pretty sure that some of you guys can see a watch and you'll be like, oh, that watch is amazing. It's dope. I like that watch. But then when you see the price, you'll sit back like, Because if you're like me, you start considering, okay, Shinola has their divers are at $1,600, right? And it's a Salida movement. Swiss made, right? Or it's a Swiss made movement which is assembled in Detroit. I think their watches are pretty dope. I like the designs. But then if I'm looking at it, because I love divers, I have to compare, okay, am I going to get their Great Lakes or their Monster collection? Or what other watches are in that vein around the $1,600 mark, So like Formex is a watch that I'll like. Oh, was it? Hold on, let me see what happened. Man, hold on, I gotta put my glasses back on. Caitlin Clark. Yes. Yes. I'm glad you asked that question. So, Caitlin Clark, so peep this out. I'm glad that, man, Tissot, because we're going to be talking about Tissot. They have a watch that's coming, and I was so surprised that they didn't have that WNBA watch there at the event. I think that was a missed opportunity, man, for them. Like that, the reps did an amazing job over there at Reese Nichols. Reese Nichols, but the Tissot rep, man, didn't have that watch. Now, he showed me a picture of the watch. So you have the ladies version, and then you have the men's version, right? And I want to see it. I got to see it in hand. I am, you know what? I welcome her with open arms, man. She is a beast. And I promise you, once that watch gets here, once that watch, man, as soon, because I talked to Jake from Trifecta, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. When I talked to Jake, and I was like, yo, bro, you got to get that watch in here, man. Like, if you don't get nothing else sports related, you have to get that watch, man. So yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's real big, man. That's real big. I can't wait. Yeah, I get some. Yeah. And this was weird, man, because like man, these things are highly reflective, man. It's crazy. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Cause it's like, man, I'm trying to talk to y'all, and that reflection is bothering me, man. But it's, we'll let me see. Yeah, we'll get to it. Hold up, man. Hold up, man. I can't see that, bro. All right. I think if I just tilt my head a certain way, I'll be able to. I looked at some of the Shinola and did exactly. Well, yeah, man. Yeah, bro. That's crazy, man. Hey, so peep this out, y'all. Before we get into tonight's watch, man, and it is, man, look, I am representing Trifecta tonight, man, as a fan of the brand, a fan of the store, a fan of Jake and Mark. I think they are two phenomenal guys over there, and they are highly respected by the reps that they work with. So I haven't talked to like the Boulevard, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, I talked to Tissot and Hamilton rep, and they really dig them. But so check this out, man. Do y'all know? So y'all seen this, right? That's my Glycine Airman, which I absolutely love. And I'm actually going to do a video, a breakdown on how to read this watch, how this watch operates. I'll do that in the next couple days, and I'll drop that for people that may be curious about this watch. But I went on Glycine's website. Dude, Glycine has some watches that I've never seen before. They have renditions of this that I've never seen before. And I'm like, yo, I'm going to talk to Jake. Jake, if you're watching this or if you see this, man, bro, talk to somebody from Glycine, bro, because if you can get Glycine to come, I've never seen a Glycine showing or display other than like Shop HQ showed a few watches. They ain't even scratching the surface. Glycine got some heat. They got some straight heat. And it's new stuff. There's new models, at least it's new to me. I don't know if it came out this year, but it's like flying under the radar. And if you're a fan of Glycine, you're the only one that know that Glycine got a compression style watch that is an Airman. It has it has like the ocean crawler style case, cushion style, and it has two crowns, one for the bezel turn, the GMT function. The watch looks amazing. Swiss francs is like $2,000. American dollars is like 2,200, right? But I mean, there's other watches in that vein that I would say, you know, I'm gonna say this: the way they construct Glycine, I wouldn't doubt. You know, I'm like, hey, and plus that was directly from their website. You know, I'm pretty sure that if we can get some of those models at local AD, you'll possibly see like the $1,800 mark, and that's what I want to stick with right now. Let's talk about Tissot real fast, man. But and we gonna dive into, like, this is uncut. I should have put that in the title. This is gonna be an uncut conversation, and this isn't to call anybody out. This isn't to shame anybody or any companies. But I'm not here to align myself with any company, any watch company or watch brand for that matter. If it's good, I'm gonna say it's good. It's great. I will highly recommend, if you did not see my live from earlier today, I was at Trifecta like a few hours ago when I went live, maybe 4 or 5 hours ago, and there was a new Seiko there, and I said I wasn't gonna buy any more Seikos, but I considered that one. It was one Seiko. You got to go see what I was talking about. You got to go check that live out. there's some nice watches that he got, man. He got like this checkered flag Seiko 5. I thought that was amazing too. And I'm going to talk about, I keep looking over here because I got a Tissot. I'm going to show you guys. This is Trifecta's baby, right? This is Trifecta's baby right here. And I have a number of watches from Trifecta, but we have to, you know, one thing at a time. And I'm going to get to this. I promise I am. Because the thumbnail had Tissot on it. And we're going to get into Tissot. But I want to talk about authorized dealers, great deals on watches, and the people that collect. Can we do that? And I think what's going to be crazy too is what I'm talking about. I would love to sit down or actually go live with Skylar, man, because I think I saw you in here. Yes, there you go. There you go. I see you, sir. I see you. I see you. All right. So I'm trying to keep my head tilted so it don't reflect all the light from the laptop. And I'm going to actually get into a comment or two that I saw, man. And I appreciate you guys that's been watching, man, and just supporting the channel. You guys are freaking amazing, man. Like, seriously. So I did a live. It's called Trifecta Watches. Order now. Unboxing. And the unboxing wasn't me unboxing. It was actually Trifecta taking, you know, they had a UPS, man. That brown truck pulled up. And yeah. Okay, I'll get into, I don't want to get into the actual video. Hold on, let me cut this down before it starts blasting super loud. Get rich, man. What's going on, boy? Man, we need to do that soon. I've been watching you every month. Bro, no Diddy. Ah! Can't stop, won't stop. No Diddy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, my gosh, man. I'm super excited, man. I'm super excited about just being a fan of the watch game right now, man. And you guys are gonna feel me on something when I talk about this Tissot, man. I want you guys to feel me on something, man, that I think is super important. It's majorly important. Real talk, y'all. Real talk. So here we go. Let's talk. Yeah, I seen that. The Rangers, man. Yeah, man. They killing it. They killed it. ADs, people that collect, and the watches that are represented at these authorized dealers and the actual watch show. So I had a few people ask me or text me today, and they said, "Hey, Trap, how was that Reese Nichols show? How did you feel about the show?" And I was treated fairly. I was treated nicely, man. Laura Lee is an amazing person. So if you are in the Indianapolis area and you go out to Reese Nichols, man, just ask me anybody. I don't care, but I'll tell you, go to Laura Lee, man. She is just phenomenal. Stephanie is the rep for Shinola. You know what I'm saying? And she did a great job. She told me the backstory about it, but she made it so fun, man. It was so great. I enjoyed that. But it comes down to prices and stuff like that, man. So for some of the people I know that's in the chat right now, I don't know, $1,000 may not be like a major deal for you if you really like the watch and you find value in the watch, right? If you find that it fits your needs. So I put in the description, best watches, right? So and I said this yesterday, I'm not going to tell you guys or make a thumbnail saying, hey, this is the best watch under $500. Because what if, for example, my man Tony Woe, I'm going to pick on him for a second. Tony Woe is an author. He's a fitness coach. He's a rapper, right? He does a lot of things, man. He's big in the community. And even though he's not in Indy anymore, he still has ties to the city from stuff he's done. He's been rapping since 1984. He was known for a lot of things here. He even has, like, for those that are Pacer fans, Boomer used to come out on the song. Tony Woe actually wrote that song, or actually created the song for Boomer to come out on, right? So he has ties. I couldn't imagine Tony putting on a dress watch, trying to come out and rock. So best Seiko Presage for Tony Woe wouldn't work. The best dress watch under $500 wouldn't work for him because like that doesn't fit his category, like his criteria. That man, you give him a graffiti Invicta. If you gave him this Invicta right here, Sabakwa specialty with the Black Panther, he is going to go crazy over it. That's what he wants to rock. He wants something that's going to go with his whatever shoes, whatever his kicks is, and like that's what works for him. A sports watch would be a freaking Aragon or an Invicta timepiece, 50 millimeters or better. Now he do have some that's 42 because I actually sent him a Pro Diver that's 42 millimeter. That colorway is crazy, right? He liked the watch, and you know what I'm saying? Like he has those. It's 47 millimeters. So as long as it matches outfits and stuff like that, those are the best watches for Tony. So I am not going to tell you what's the best watch for you. I think that's clickbaitish. You know what I'm saying? So I much rather say, hey, these are the best watches that I found at this price point for those that like this. I know that's a lot for a title, so I can put the best watches under $500 that I like. How's that? Right? Right. Okay. Panthers 1-0. Okay. So you good, bro. That's good. Rich, that's good. So today I'm talking to my man Jake, and we're talking authorized dealers. And now you guys know I've been to Reese Nichols. I've been to Barrington Jewelers. I haven't recorded out of there. He's an old school dude, so I don't know if he's really into the whole YouTube thing or having somebody record what's going on in there. But I'm actually going there tomorrow to just kind of touch base with him. And he's a German watch dealer, right? So yeah, we're gonna go in there and look at some stuff. I am, and if I can get like some pictures and record some stuff, I would definitely upload that to you guys to see it. So his customer service is amazing. His selections are good. So then you have Palmer Jewelers, which is Kokomo. Kokomo Watch Company is the repair part of it. Palmer Jewelers is where you buy the jewelry, the watches, knives, and everything else. Then you have Moyers, and then, you know, Trifecta. And those are the places I've been to. Smith Jewelry, that's another one. Like, and I used to work with one of the ladies there. So of all these, everybody has their own, like, vibe, right? Reese Nichols is not going to give you a discount like Jake would. You know why? Because they're larger, they're bigger, they don't have to. Their client base is going to come out there. Now, of course, people want to have, you know, everybody wants to get the best price. But for the most part, people know what these watches are worth, and they know what they want. So, you know, if they get like a 10% off or something like that, or get like a free strap or something like, you know, they work it out. I have received discounts from, you know, ADs other than Trifecta. So Moria Jewelers is giving me a discount, you know, on some stuff, you know. So these are places that if you go online. Now, the only place that I have an affiliation with, right, where you can go over there and use my code is Trifecta. That's why I'm rocking heavy. That's why and plus he's a watch enthusiast. If they win tonight, series is done, correct? So he's a watch enthusiast, man. So for the most part, you know, you kind of get a vibe for him, man. And me and him are actually going to sit down and do a show together about I don't know what that is. About, it was something she got. I don't know. So yeah, he's a little different, man. And you know, like, and Moyer's vibe is, okay, Donovan, amazing dude, you know what I'm saying? Barry, I don't feel pressure to buy anything, man. They give me more information, and plus, they have this smell. Like, I wish you guys can experience it. Trifecta and Moyers has a particular smell when you walk in, and it's just different. Like, it just, I don't know, it's a very pleasing scent. Like they have some type of smell machine or something like that. What's up, House of X? What's going on with you? So, with that being said, let's talk price. Now, Everybody can't spend $600 or $700 on a watch. I get that. I understand that. You know, Joe, I know me and you talk, and I know that you're willing to spend money on something that you like, but if it don't make sense, you're not gonna do it, right? And it don't matter how much or what the title say. If you say that's the best watch, I know you'll just go right past it. You'll keep scrolling. um, Case in point, we're talking divers, and I don't, man. I wish I had the, I wish I had the actual Shinola here with me, but um, that Shinola in comparison to other divers that I have, right? So you can get a Shinola for $1,600. You get some that's a little more than that. They have designs that actually, matter of fact, let me go over to the Shinola website and let's see what we got here. I thought it was in my recent searches, but it's not. Anybody just walked in, welcome in, welcome in. Appreciate you. Now, those that are walking, those that are watching at home on your tablets or your TV and stuff like that, appreciate you watching. And I'm going to ask that, what's up, Vincent? What's good with you? And if you guys didn't know this, Shinola is based out of Detroit. Be the first to know. No thanks, no thanks, no thanks. I'll sign up later. They have a mechanic watch, right? So it gives you like this bracelet that will remind you of like a 70s type of bracelet. You remember those old bracelets that kind of stretch, but it doesn't stretch. And I believe it's a butterfly clasp. Man, it has sort of a cushion case and it's all dial. Really nice watch. That's an all pure mechanical 39 millimeter, which plays like a 40-41. That one's 1,700. And then they have a, and I didn't see this one, man. It's like a square bang. You got a, I don't know if that's a power reserve or small seconds at the 3 o'clock. That one's 3650. So if you guys went over to Shinola's website, you can actually see. So they got the Ceramic Monster automatic, right? 43 millimeter. That watch is 2150, and I believe all of the watches have the Salida movements in it. But their watches is assembled here in Detroit, and I can tell you this from having discussions. So, like, okay, they got the Lake Superior Monster at 43 millimeters. So I was looking at the Lake Michigan, and this is similar to Lake Superior. Lake Michigan is just blue. That watch is, I mean, in hand, Shinola. I was looking at it, the finishing, everything, and just like the weight of it. The watch is beautiful, man. It's a dope watch, but it's $1,600. So like that goes into the Formex area, and for $1,600, I will say this. My personal opinion, if you want a watch that is on a different level or as far as finishing, and that's been compared to the finishing of some of the big brands, Formex offers at the same price, and you can actually get a COSC certified piece from Formex at $1,800, unless you go over to Mark from Long Island. I believe his is the same price, but like there's like he offers that 5% off. And if you have if you've been shopping in Long Island, then and you have enough crowns, then you can literally pay the same amount for the Shinola piece. That's just an option, you know. And the one thing though, like the one takeaway from this watch is the date window was at the 4 o'clock. So symmetry wise, it's a little off. It didn't bother me, but like one of you guys left a comment saying that I like the Shinola watch. I just don't like that 4 o'clock date window because they make the thing is loomed, and I don't know how good the loom is because like we didn't do a loom test. I was actually just impressed with the watch and the bezel turn and stuff like that. Y'all know me. I'm gonna turn those bezels, man. But at that 43 millimeter, for I don't have a problem with it. I got some feedback from some of the ADs, some reps. more and more people that are shopping online or just locally are gravitating towards 40 millimeter. They feel, I've seen it online that people feel that the larger watches are on the outs, and I don't believe it. I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? Because as long as Casio is alive, Casio watches are 48 millimeters. Um, there's a shoot. Breitling is a big watch. What's that for? That's about 46 to 47 millimeters. That's a big watch. Beautiful watch, busy dial, and people are dropping that, the Super Ocean, man. Like, what is that? $5,000, $5,100, somewhere around there. So, but that's a big watch. It's big. It plays big. It looks big, man. It's a beautiful watch. Hold on, let me. How do you compare the Shinola divers to the Aragon divers, quality wise? Um, Based on what I've seen, man, that the Shinola has more of a meaty feel to it, bro. It just has this vibe. I can't compare the Aragon to the Shinola because, in my opinion, the Aragon, any of them, just it has its own lane. It has its own design language, man, which I like the most. And if as far as the diver is concerned, I will get true. I'm gonna go Aragon, bro, um because of that design language. Because when you look at the Shinola, um, it reminded me of like Longines diver. It kind of looks like other divers. Where I'm gonna go with Aragon because Aragon doesn't have that look. Now I will say the Omega 300. There's certain models that the Aragon, I'm like, dang, that kind of look alike, man, because it got that huge, bold bezel on it, man, big numbers. So I'm like, but nah, I'm a rock with Aragon over that, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you're getting a great price, and then you can still, even though I don't have to have it made in Switzerland, I don't have to have it finished in Switzerland. I really don't have to have a Swiss made movement. I rock with NH35. Only reason I like the 9015 because it makes a lower profile, it makes it thinner. I like seeing that. I like having different watches. I just literally took my darn where you at? I literally just took this sucker off yesterday. I really dig this watch, man. This watch is crazy, man. I'm sorry, man. This watch is cold blooded, y'all. Titanium. And just look, it's big and bold, and the loom on it is, man, it'll slap you in the mouth, man. It'll knock you off your feet, man. And if you ain't get knocked off your feet, man, you just too heavy, man. You too dense or something, man. You need to, like, relax a little bit. Change your toenails, man. Quit gripping the concrete so much, man. Y'all too serious. Some of y'all too serious with this watch game. That's where I was going, Trick. Hey, man, bro. Sir. Vic, get out of here, bro. Nothing. Let me see. I don't know if you are elaborate grade movement. That's the regulated, decorated version. Space. Let me tell you this. And this is the God's honest truth when it comes to me. I've heard enough. I've heard all I'm going to hear about what elaborate grade. I've heard all of the different lingo and the language and stuff like that. All I want is a watch that's going to perform for me, looks good on my wrist, and I am. You know what? One of the biggest takeaways for me now at this point in life, man, is the history, man. Like, that's why I gravitate towards Hamilton. And though Hamilton is no longer an American brand, we do have brands that's local. When it comes, a matter of fact, man, for a Swiss made brand, I dig heavy off into Glycine. And of course, this case back is on here, so I don't know what I don't know what it looked like back there. I will buy one with that, like I do have some though, bro, like elaborate grade and it's highly decorated. I just don't need multiple of that, you know what I'm saying? Just to say, because I collect. Y'all know that. Y'all know I got a bunch of watches, man. I'm just not really, you know what I'm saying, like all of these different things, man, I don't know, man. I'm a little different right now, bro. I'm be honest with you, man. I fall into a different category when it comes to the way I collect and what I want to collect. Because let's jump off into this Tissot, man. This is from Trifecta, and I want to show you guys something, man. Me and Jake was talking, and I think this is a very important watch to the industry. I talked to Jake and I said, hey, bro, I want to showcase this watch. I want to show the people this timepiece, man. So this right here is that Tissot small seconds 1938 anthracite dial. The no loom on this watch. This watch is considered a dress watch. I'm calling it a field watch because it has more of a field vibe to them. Even though you have that Milanese bracelet on it. Let me show you. This is the price on this. And what I did was I took the liberty of dropping. So did I do that? I don't think I did it. Go to trifecta.com. Go to trifecta.com. Trifectawatches.com, because trifecta.com will take you somewhere else. Trifectawatches.com, and you can actually get this watch. Now, before you click buy, send him a message. Send Jake a message. Hit him up. That phone number. His phone number is actually on the website, I believe. But go to Trifecta, look at it. I do have a code for certain watches. Certain watches, that code is not going to work. Okay, what station is that on? Wait. Now, this I actually, man, I don't have. There's an actual 1930s model of this watch, small seconds, and I saw one online on eBay for $300 something, right? Almost $400, and you may be able to negotiate, with the person, man. But it's something I want to show you. I actually want to talk about this. Chronometer certified. Y'all see that? Chronometer certified. This thing is legit. This is legit. $4,000. So if you buy the Formex version, well, there's no version to this, but if you bought the Chronometer certified Formex, you're looking at around $2,000. That's $1,800 for that, right? And then you go into like your Tudor, you're like at $4,200 for that, unless you can find it used. But I looked something up today, man. I thought was pretty interesting, right? So, do you guys know that the average American in the 1930s made $1,300 per year? The African American community, if you worked 7 days a week, 365 days out the year, right? You made about 50 cents per hour, and that'll average out between $910 to $925, maybe even $950, $900. Do you know Tissot's price back in the 30s? And this is my research. These watches cost anywhere from, what was it? What was it? $219 or $214 up to over $400. I think it was like $448, right? Even white America that was making $1,300 couldn't afford this and then still put food on the table. The average rent across America, across the board, housing, if you rented a house, right, or rented a room or something like that, it was $18 a month. Then you had to eat. Then if you owned a car, you had to, you put gas in the car, and of course, like, the cost of living would not allow you to get into this watch back then. So Tissot was made for the wealthy. Now, there was a national average, right, of I think it was $4,900. Oh, was it $39? Let's just say $4,000 for the year, $4,000 for the year. But that's like for the rich ones. That's for rich folks. That's what that average was. That's how it's like. So everybody else down here, the rich folks were the only ones that were able to get this. Now, I'm going to assume that this thing is running off of the cost certification of, what is it, -4 + 6 per day. And I know they test these things in 5 positions. And the deviation time on that at I forgot what position it was. It was like -6 +10 per day, which is still good. It's still good. So hold on, let me see. And I want to show you guys something. So Jake included this card in there so you can actually see that is a cost certified card right there. This is what you get. And this is, I'm gonna say, this is very important, man, in your watch collecting journey, man. I think it's cool to have those things, man, because it just shows the craftsmanship and the durability of these watches, man. It's like I was talking to my man Tony Woe today, and I said that's the one thing that we can't control. Well, there's a few things we can't control in life, but can't get away from taxes. Some people can. I'm not even about to get into that. But I will say, I think that'll be that's one of the least expensive ways to get into that. You know, and if that's a watch that you like, man, I would say go for it, man. But remember, talk to Jake. Holler at him before you go and buy anything. How much you paying? That white. Hey, bro, man, listen, man. They've been taking too many breaks, man. I had to deduct they pay. Yeah, bro. Great Santini, it's always good to see you in there. Corey, it's good to see you in there. Man, I appreciate you guys being here. Yeah, bro, it is, man. It is, man. We got people that's watching at home, man. The People's Champ is at the crib watching. So, man, let me just tell you this. As I walk through Tissot's I guess options that Jake has over there, Trifecta, man. I showed a number of watches earlier today, man. The PRX, hands down, is a great option. And there's going to always be that comparison because I know TGV talked about the Nevada Gretchen. That's his choice, right? That's something that he likes. And I looked at that watch, and I think it's an amazing watch. From what I've seen, I'm going to call it on paper. Even though I've seen him, you know, manipulating and doing all this stuff on there, you never really know the actual vibe of a watch until you get it in your hand. Some may look great on camera, but then when you get it, you're like, get this crap out of here. The PRX, you know, the one thing that I will say, and I'm comparing this to Seiko, and I've had conversations with people, PRX and Seiko. Seiko, all these number limited editions, and they're just like throwing watches all over the place. They got so many watches. Some people don't consider that to be an enthusiast dream to follow all of the Seikos. So Seiko 5 is, I mean, as numerous as there is sand on the beach, right? And there, one could argue what is number limited to Seiko, because my even though I actually, where is it? It's over there. I have my Bruce Lee. However, that's 15,000 units that was made for that. 15,000. And you think, in comparison to how many people in the world can actually obtain this watch, I guess in the grand scheme of things, 15,000 is still, you know, like, I mean, it's a limited number. But when you put it in perspective, I have some watches that are limited to 1,000. I got a few actually that's limited to 250. You know, so like that's limited to the world. There's a watch that I'm not sure if I'll get it or not, but like I believe it's limited to under 20, right? And it's inexpensive watch, and if I get it, I'll show it. If not, then I'll tell you what it is later. Definitely reach out to Jake. I experienced his kindness, generosity firsthand. Yeah, man, he's an awesome dude, and I just enjoy talking to Jake, y'all. Like I really. The dude is awesome, man. But shoot, at the same time, man, going over the Warriors, man, Donovan and Tyler and Barry. I mean, that whole staff, man, the whole team, man. The Warrior team is so dope. And then I can't forget about Palmer Jewelers. So, man, this goes further than watches for me. This really goes further than watches, man, because I enjoy. What's going on, big dog? I'm gonna show this watch again here in a second. Um, but I will say this too. You know what watch brand that you really don't hear about, and I think it's a phenomenal deal. Um, and it's this right here. This is a Fiebus. I know it's not running. Let me go ahead and shake it. It got an NH38. Pretty nice watch, and it's weird because the crown is destro style at the 8 o'clock, and you're like, what the heck? But it is such a fun and different watch. This, just like Aragon, has its own design language as a diver. So just imagine this. This is called the Apollo. Okay, so the Apollo, you'll think the Apollo will be more of a aviation watch. Nope. So I imagine that the hands on this dial is something that you'll see on a spacecraft. So you got a dive watch, you got that blue, because the moon is definitely not white. I mean blue. It's more white or grayish. And then you have on the back like this Space Ranger or something like that. Hold on, can y'all see that? There you go. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. There you go, right there. 41 millimeter, and I saw a reviewer talk about this watch. He said it was sort of childish because it kind of follows through. What you don't see on the screen is the actual numbers are like sandwiched. That's a sandwich dial on there. So you have a loom, like it's a disc over the loom. And a loom is great. Once this thing's fired up, oh yeah, that thing is great. I like this watch, man. It's really comfortable. And can y'all hear that? Very audible. No play. No play. So it's not going back and forth. Well constructed watch. And the finishing on it, man, it's like brushing on this thing. Then you have some polish points on it, man. But this watch is dope, man. I like this watch. You don't hear about this watch that often. You don't hear people talk about this watch. And it's one of them deals, man. And going back to this, my Zellos, I like this, you know what I'm saying? And Zellos just dropped, I think, since this watch came out, I think they dropped like 2 more models. A skeletonized model, but then I looked at Christopher Ward. Christopher Ward just dropped a crazy model. And, ooh, man, that thing loud. The loom on this thing is crazy, too. Everybody's doing, I think, you know, for the most part. Let me see. I like the Fiebus Vortex a lot. Yeah, man. Fiebus doesn't get talked about, doesn't get a lot of airplay. There's a lot of noise out here, man. Man, I could say just from going to different events, man, like, so for minutes and hours, because they were Microlux last year before he changed the name over. And there were a lot of people that came, but there was twice as many people that came this year. Like, I just seen it was crazy. So I am curious to see how Wind Up is going to be. And then plus I have another event coming up. Well, it's not my event. I'm just going to it. I was invited to Maury Jewelers on the 16th of May. It's going to be something special. And, you know, Watch Time magazine, the Horology Vlog magazine, they're going to be there. And I'm there just to soak up the game. That's it. That's all. That's it, man. That, man, if you missed, yeah, they did bring that back, bro. Shoot, it might be south. I'm gonna tell you something. It came out a couple weeks ago, if not a month, and that thing sells out quick. But I'm gonna tell you what I'm looking forward to. Italian Twine has their first automatic watch coming. Yup. And I saw the rotor is purple, man. I think that thing's gonna sell out quick, and that's one your boy's jumping on. Non-negotiable. Well, it depends on price too. Depends on price. Yeah, that one, you know what I'm saying? And it's one of the things where, you know, I want to put Italian Twine watch on the channel because here's the harsh reality. Again, I should have put uncut. Italian Twine is only reviewed by people within their vein. The black community always, I see so many people that are by the Italian Twine. What's that guy's name, man? He's on YouTube, man. Mike Rich with that does. He's a sneakerhead, sneaker reviewer. He has a Instagram commercial, and he was before he started talking about whatever shoe he showed his Italian Twine. So the black community always promotes this brand, and I've never seen anybody outside the black community, and I'm like, that just that don't sit right with me. I'm like, bro, that I mean, watches are for everybody, and if you missed what I was talking about earlier, man, I was talking about this Tissot right here. So let me showcase it again because we got some other people in here. So this right here is called Tissot's 1938, and it's a tribute to the 1938 version of. You have a Swiss-made watch with a small seconds, and this one I believe the movement is a 2893 or 95. It's not the 2824 version. The one without small seconds is the 2824 version, but this watch has been tested in 5 different positions, and it is a chronometer, and it's certified. For those that just walking in, this watch is from Trifecta, and this is available for you guys. You see that chronometer certified. That is the price right there, $10.50. However, be advised, go to trifecta.com, tell him, once you email him and stuff like that, you can like send him a message, contact, or like go to the website, contact him. Go and say, hey, I talked to Trap, or I seen a video that Trap actually put out, and I am interested in this watch. Or if you like, he has long, so he is an authorized dealer for Longines, Citizen, Tissot, Seiko, Astron, which is another brand of Seiko, and Boulevard. Right, so he has those, and I believe he has Garmin watches as well. So, actually, this is one of this right here. This is one of the pieces I got from him. Man, I'm a Citizen. Just like how you got Seiko fanboys, I'm a Citizen fanboy. Because I got a number of Citizens, man. Oh, man. I got a number of Citizens, man. Hold on, where we at? Yeah. I got Citizens on deck. Got them on deck. I got a couple more. I ain't gonna pull all of them out, man. My Godzilla. Hold up, man. Yeah, I got it. Y'all know me, man. The Godzilla, boy, that's my favorite. This is my favorite Citizen of all time, boy. That Godzilla, man, that thing is ferocious, man. That thing is so cold. But yeah, man, you can get that. He did upload. He has a sale going on right now. So go if you go to trifecta.com, apply that. Now, he gave me my own code, so in those off times when the sales is not going on, I'm telling you, develop a relationship with this man. I was there on and he was talking to a couple of customers. That man pays so much attention to detail, and he's real big on just trying to, spread the word of watch collecting and giving you valid information, man. The dude is legit. I never see Italian Twine talked about either. They don't, bro, and I don't like that. I'm telling you the truth. I do not like that, man. I'm like, okay, why won't you? Is like you watch reviewers that are like, hey, why won't you touch it? Because I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, man. It look like you won't touch it because it's black owned. Is that why we doing it? And you can say what you want to, man, but that is a product that is not just made for black people. That watch is made for people in general. I'm pretty sure that the owner of Italian Twine didn't just say, well, you know what, I want to make a watch just for black folks, and I don't want Asians, I don't want whites, I don't want none of these people to even touch the watch. I just want to stay in the black community. Now they had it's quartz, it's all they watch the quartz. They got automatics on this way, you know what I'm saying? And I think the story behind it, and isn't that what watches are? Isn't that what we subscribe to? Because people talk about horology and they talk about, I hear people talking about the history of watches and how these watches came to be, and the quartz crisis the course crisis wiped out a number of watch companies that thrived through the early 1900s, and now they're dead in the water. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, people love an underdog story, but then it just don't sing. It don't sit right, man. It don't look right. Cause I'm like, man, I searched, and I said, wait a minute. Why is there everybody now? There was a couple of white folks that was reviewing the watch, but they're inside the Tally and Twine community. And I said, dude, that's crazy. Wouldn't a watch reviewer jump on all over that? You know what I'm saying? And I don't even own a Tally and Twine. I went to Georgia and went to Meet Na's house, right? Or Meet and Wee's, and she has she had the 41 millimeter Tally and Twine quartz piece on a red strap. And I'm telling you, just like, if you look at that short, when I looked at it, I said, oh, this is solid. It's a solid watch. I said, man, this thing is put together pretty nice, man. This is really nice. And for value, for money, I think it does good, man. But Drink Champs talked about it, but like, again, another black syndicated, like, in all communities that lead back to blackness. I'm like, more of this, come on now, that don't look right, y'all. That don't look right. So I'm like, I don't get that. I don't understand that, how they can. There's no major YouTuber that's gonna cover these watches. What that look like, bro? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I get my hands on one of those. I will showcase it, but then there's still, because I mean, if y'all I ain't white, you know what I'm saying, and I just fall into the same category. And I mean, but I do have a number of you guys that are outside the vein of things, and you know, I got, you know, people that shop at Moyers that look, and if you're interested, you know what I'm saying, I want to at least put it out there so you can see it. I just don't think, you know, like, they pick and choose what they want, what they think is most popular, you know, or if they get a free watch, like, hey, I got a free watch, I'm gonna talk about it, and that's what I'm gonna promote, man. I mean, because there's some watches out there, because I see this question all the time. Trap, what watch can I get a decent watch? Somebody asked me this earlier. What watch can I get for $100? And they never answered me, but I was like, hey, depending on what you like. If you like Rolex and you like the styles of all these other watches, Pagani will be your best bet. That or Spinnaker. You know, well, Spinnaker's gonna be more than $100. Pagani will be your best bet. Or unless you want to get a Russian watch, the Vostok. You know, I don't know. So they're big on HBC sites promoting their product. But again, big dog, here's the deal. We're talking about black. I mean, and I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying, bro, that just don't sit well with me. I'm like, bro, why won't y'all tackle this? Why won't you? You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know, because I've heard this, and I'll never call no names on this one, but I heard that some YouTubers will like, hey, I need this watch for free, right? And they'll get it, do their review. I just looked at some one of those watch reviewers saying, hey, don't trust YouTubers. Don't trust their word. Don't trust what they're saying, right? And I was like, okay. I mean, some of the reviews I've seen, I would have missed out if I wouldn't have looked at it for myself. Because some of their reviews, I'm like, dang, boy, you chopped that apart. Or maybe was that because you had to buy it, or because, I don't know. But those that's getting free product, if you give it a passing grade, and this watch is amazing, but yet still you're going to take that watch and put it on eBay to sell, you can say, well, I got too many watches, I don't need this one. Like, well, why didn't you just say, can I just borrow it and I'll send it back? I don't know. That's not my lane, so I'm gonna stay out of it. I have a Casio Duro with a NATO strap, 20 other Casios. Hey, not enough coffee. I like that. I don't know. That phone dead.
I thought you still keep it charged up.
No, it's dead. Let's see let me see, at least someone knows what my watch is talking about. Yeah, I never see something. So yeah, man, you talking about the Casios, bro. You got 20 other Casios? That's what I'm talking about, bro. Casio's undefeated, man. I'm sorry. They just are. Casio is it. That's it. The other thing too, man, like, cause I'm real big on micro brands and supporting local micro brands. So like, Adam Flederman, man, like he got, oh man, bro, he got some stuff, and that's another person I need to get on the channel. We're gonna work on getting him on, so you guys can like get to see this. He's in Indiana. He's here in my state, and he has his own watch. And I'm let me see, hold up, pull this up real quick. There we go. We'll pull this out real quick. The heck is that? Yeah, man, Casio, bro. G-Shocks included. Stay with my G-Shock, bro. I got a couple of these, man. These things, man, I took these to Iraq. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yes, sir. I'm real big on that. Yeah, man. So I am on the Flederman Von Reese page, and I mean, he's German descent, but like this watch is built in Indiana, right? You can't get any better. I mean, like, the watch is solid, man. I actually have a model, and the Hanoverian is, I would say, I don't know, man. Like, the Münchner was like my favorite, but I don't know, man. The Hanoverian, man, is like, I don't know. I'm gonna just put them equally. I'm gonna just say that, man. So yeah, the Flederman Von Reese watch group is a watch that's local to me, right? It's in Indiana. And that's going to be a watch. I haven't seen too many people do a review on that watch either. There's a number of people that's done it before, but I mean, what's the main watch that you see all the time, man? You like that you hear about all the time? I mean, right now, like, Tudor has taken over YouTube, man. That Tudor GMT that was released, and for Watches and Wonder, that is like talked about like crazy, man. People are all over that watch. And then you got some that's talking about the Cartier, which I think, the Cartier is dope. But based on y'all comments, and I'm just going off the comments that I read and stuff that you guys can go and read yourself, some of you guys are like, hey, man, I wouldn't pay that much for that watch. I need a watch that's going to be under the $1,000 mark or around the $500 mark. Some of you guys say I prefer to, I don't want to pay more than $250 for a watch, which you do have a number of watches, but those aren't talked about that often. And if they are, I could be wrong, but like, I mean, for me, I do, like, YouTube was always recommending watches, and they'll recommend a watch that I can care less about. So like 7 hours ago, Nico Leonard, watch expert, reacts to Drake updated watch collection. $500,000. I'm pretty sure that's a Rolex with gemstones and stuff in it. That's not gonna work for me. That ain't real for me. $500,000. Oh, speaking of which, when I was talking about this, right? For those that missed it, this watch, Tissot watches, back in the 1930s, during, I don't know, the Great Depression, the average family in America was making about $1,300, a little over $1,300 per year. The average black family, if they worked 365 days a year at 10 hours, you're making anywhere from $910 to $950. That's $900. And right now, the calculator actually broke it down. If you put that into now time, right? With inflation and stuff like that or whatever. So it's the equivalence of making $4.88 per hour, right? Still. And I'm like, yo, you can't afford that watch. You can't afford it. Now, as collectors, we can afford just about anything, man. And you can, honestly, as a collector nowadays, depending on how much you save per month, you can literally, that watch I put up the other day, that $23,000 AP, you can actually buy that watch if you saved up for it. Like if you, on average, if you were spending $2,500 a month on watches, and again, I know some of you gonna be like, who spends $2,500 a month on watches? Trust me, people do. $25 to $3,000. So you're talking about 30 grand per year. That watch is $23,000, and you can get that watch today. Or you can get your you could buy a $10,000 watch. You could buy a Rolex, which again, that's the number one watch talked about on YouTube, hands down. It's gonna always be Rolex, and then what is it? Omega. Yeah. So that's gonna always be it. And I think though, you know what I'm saying, as far as an independent brand, I think Christopher Ward has been talked about like crazy. It's just been crazy, man. So all right, so I'm looking at this, man. It's crazy. I was looking up Tissot information today before I got on here, and now that's what my search bar is loaded with, just all Tissot stuff. But then I don't even watch some of these people, man. It says best watch for $1,000. 3 of my favorites. It's a channel called Cold Pizza. I don't know if you guys are familiar. What up, Paul? Have you seen the Movado Bold? Looks like Tissot. Yes, and then I've seen all comments about that watch too. People are like chopping it down because of the price. I believe Tissot dropped their price to $600. And this is what I'm talking about. Value for what, you know, I don't know. Like, it's a quartz watch. I don't know what quartz movement is in it. I think it is a, not trying to be funny, because it's called the Movado Bold. That's a bold move on their part to come out with that watch at the price that they did, because I think the original price was $800. And I'm like, how do you as Movado, who told you that was a great idea, you know, to come out with a PRX style, a Gerald Gentle style watch? And you got Christopher Ward out here, you got Tissot, Nevada, and Grinchen, right? Now, if you're not familiar with Nevada and Grinchen, if that's not your style, okay. If Christopher Ward is out, because the 12, yeah, it costs more than Tissot, but guess what? As far as that Morgan Stanley report, the Swatch Group stole the show for last year, right? Tissot put out the most watches out of any other brand. Millions of watches sold for Tissot, man. People was jumping on the PRX, Powermatic 80, the different colorways. Look at that video I dropped earlier, or the live I did earlier. For those that are looking for that smaller PRX with the Powermatic 80, they have it now. Jake, not from State Farm, but from Trifecta watches. Then they have the, you know, the 40 millimeter version. I actually have my I did so many watch swaps today. Alpina makes a great integrated watch. Yeah, but like and even with that, Paul, is I just like, I don't know, Movado. I think the biggest thing is like that's gonna be like something to talk about. But let's see. Let's look this up real quick. How many people? That's old. That's no. But oh, wait. High-end reviews. So they got different colorways. So I'm looking at high-end reviewers. Is a channel. I guess they review cameras, iPhones, and stuff. But nobody has reviewed this watch yet besides look like one person. And that is high-end review. So let's see. They did it a month ago. So we'll see what they say. I'm going to look in the comment section. On Instagram, people, man, they laid fire to that. They didn't like it. Let me see.
The link in the description below. Please Please also consider subscribing to our channel.
Okay.
It really means a lot more than you might know.
Does it?
All right, let's get right into it. This is the Movado Bold Quest. It's a striking new release by Movado that has a lot going for it. And in this video, we're going to take a close look at it.
Can y'all hear
and
that?
try it on the wrist to show you what it looks like. So first things first, from a general aesthetics, this watch is absolutely stunning. I just love the combination of the brushed stainless steel on the case and the bracelet with that really amazing blue sunray dial. I think Movado really hit a home run with the color of this dial. Absolutely love it. The case size is 40 millimeters and the thickness of the watch is 8.4 millimeters. This 8.4 millimeters is measured from the top of the glass to the back of the watch. We also have a date window at the 3 o'clock marker, which in my opinion is really important to have because I use the date window all the time. And we have 50 meters of water resistance. The movement in the watch is a quartz movement, which means it requires a battery to operate, and the exact movement in this watch is a Ronda 515. The bracelet on this Movado Bold Quest is really well made, and it features this Y link that goes all the way down to the clasp.
Before we go any further, I don't know if you guys heard that. So that watch has a Ronda 515 in it. Being an Invicta collector, the Russian diver had the Ronda 515. There are a number of other watches that I believe they done recently. The Akula, the new version of the Akula had the Ronda 515, and there are a number of other watches. And before anybody, if you're watching it live, watching this replay, and you got this far, and you're like, okay, Trap, you're not about to compare a Movado to an Invicta. Yes, I am, because of the movement that you have in there. The movement. I have a friend that works in the stainless steel. He works at steel mills up in Gary, and he knows the price of what these companies are paying for steel. He breaks it down to the pennies on the dollar factor of it, right? And then, of course, you got the name. We already know, going through all that. This is how I'm comparing the price. I'm like, okay, the original price was over $800. I believe Movado changed their price or dropped the price to $600. I'm not giving you $600 for a Ronda 515 movement, quartz movement. Accurate, yeah, because I got Russian divers with it. But no, I'm not.
The push button deployment clasp is neatly tucked away behind the links. And to open it up, simply put your fingers in between the clasp and the links and you get it opened up like so. You can really feel the quality that Movado has put into this watch. It's a very strategically designed bracelet. It has a retro feel to it. Every link is a little more squared off to give you that more of a vintage type look, which really blends in well with, again, that striking blue dial, which I'm in love with.
I agree with you, Rob.
All right, now that we got some of the technical specs out of the way,
it's a beautiful
let's
watch.
put this watch on the wrist to see what it looks like, because ultimately, that's really what counts. So I'll tell you, just by holding this watch with 2 fingers, it feels nice and light. Let me close this clasp to get a sense of what it feels like once it's on the wrist. So I have a 7.5-inch wrist, and this watch being 40 millimeters fits absolutely perfectly. You can see that the watch takes up a fair amount of size from my wrist from top to bottom, but that's what this vintage look is all about. That squared off, boxy look with that really simple bezel. Absolutely gorgeous and absolutely very comfortable on my wrist. The combination of brushed stainless steel on the case and on the bracelet, along with that very high finish, high polish bezel and that sunray dial, make this watch a classy and elegant watch suitable for almost any occasion. The watch as it is fully linked, and I feel like I have room to remove 1 or maybe 2 links to wear.
I'm gonna look at that. Give me a second,
See
bro.
how the bracelet tapers down, and when I put my finger there, there is a little bit of wiggle room down there, so you have some space if you have a larger wrist to get this watch adjusted properly. I really can't speak enough to how beautiful this is. The combination of the material,
hey, Longines is legit.
Design Movado did something very special with this new Bold Quest collection.
Okay. Okay, hold on. So that was the end of the video. It's under 9 millimeters thick, right? Let's see. So he has a link to the Movado Bold website. I'm on the website right now, both for her. I used to sell Movados when I worked at the jewelry store. And I sold more Citizens than I did Movados. And Movado doesn't like to give discounts off of anything at all, bro. Hey man, so the website he sends you to, it's in his description. It sends you to a Movado site over on Amazon. Now, so that Movado Bold Swiss quartz stainless steel on silicone. This isn't a bracelet. On silicone is $8.95. And this isn't the one. That's the chronograph. That's the chronograph version. So I'm looking for the actual model that he reviewed. And trust me when I tell you this, it's not on the page. I don't know if he so they have that version, the integrated bracelet and everything, the integrated look, but it's on a rubber strap. The watch that he reviewed in that channel, on his channel, is not on this page. It's Amazon. That stinks. I don't like it. I don't like it. If that Movado is $800, so this one I'm looking at is $895. Then Marlon Jeans was cheaper, just under $600 on Joma Shop. Marlon Jeans Conquest Quartz, best watch for the money. I agree with you. And ain't no fighting you on that one. Hold up, Paul. Let me go back to what you said. Okay. All right, bro. Let's look. Let's get out of here. Is there a YouTube? Let me see if I can see it on YouTube. Let me see where you at. I want to see this thing in motion. Steinhardt Architect. Oh, it's integrated. Okay. Close look. Ooh.
Welcome back, watch enthusiasts. Today, we are showcasing a timepiece that pays homage to one of the most influential watch designers of all time. Get ready to discover the Steinhardt Architect Blue and Steinhardt Architect Black, a masterpiece that combines sportiness and elegance in a truly integrated design. It's the first integrated sports model released by Steinhardt in 2023, so let's dive into the details. Inspired by the legendary designs of Swiss watch artisan Gerald Genta, the Architect case proudly presents the unmistakable signature of an integrated bracelet design. Meticulously crafted with precision, the steel case and bracelet seamlessly converge, creating a unified and versatile timepiece that radiates unmatched quality. The seamless fusion of the bracelet and steel case serves as a distinctive feature, showcasing both adaptability and exceptional craftsmanship. The case, which is made entirely of 360 nail stainless steel, has polished chamfers and a satin brush finish on the top and sides. Its thin profile, along with the octagonal bezel's distinctive shape, showcases Genta's design aesthetic.
All right, so I'm gonna stop there. Paul, that watch is really nice looking. That is really nice looking. Now let me see. Let me do this real quick. Where did you go to? Hold on, let me go find where I can get that out of here. Hold on, let's see something real quick, y'all. Delete. Get out of here with that. Just get on my nerves now. Come on now. All right. Okay, so 600. I see it on eBay for 665. Let me go to somewhere official. I don't even mess with eBay. I ain't mess with eBay. $840 for that watch. $849 for that watch. So you have stainless steel bezel, lug width 14 millimeter. Like you said, the Sellita 300. Hey, that's crazy. Just for the Sellita alone, the movement alone, under $1,000. There's other companies outside of I would say Glycine. You can get a Glycine with that movement in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can get that. Well, actually, the Sellita 330 for about 700. Yeah, about 700. But this is a really nice watch. It's really nice. I like that sucker, man. Jeez. 39 millimeters in diameter, lug to lug. Oh, that thing is short lug span. 11.5 millimeters thick. Water resistance to 100 meters. Double anti-reflective coatings. Okay, interior, on the interior side. All right, all right. That's crazy, man. Bro, 11 millimeters thin. Yeah, I'm seeing that, bro. Like Nagamon watches. Is that how you say that? Nomen? Whatever. The GNOMON. I know some letters be silent or whatever. Whatever. What else you got? Hey, Paul, I know, Paul, you of all people, I know you're looking at something, man. So, Paul, hit us with something that's gonna get us under the $1,000 mark that you think is worth people's attention. Again, I'm promoting Trifecta, man, just for this. Oh, so let me tell y'all the real. So, when you're talking about big name, big high level ADs, you know what I'm saying? Like Reese Nichols is big business here in Indy, you know what I'm saying? So discount wise, I don't have no code for them, you know what I'm saying? And whatever the price is, again, if you want to talk to them and see what kind of discounts you can get over there, you can't hit up Reese Nichols and be like, hey man, I was watching one of the trap shows, he was at your thing, is there a discount? I I ain't got no pull over there. I have no relationship with over there with them except for just the customer service I got, and just being treated, you know what I'm saying, the way I was. And I was just walking around their stuff and just looking, and it's cool like when the reps are there. I like it when the reps are there. Hold on, wait a minute. Paul just dropped something. I saw an Undertaker interview the other day. He has a championship belt replica. It turned into a clock. It looks like an oversized watch. That's dope. Just picked up the night watch from the UK. Bro, how'd you find that called the Alpha? Why didn't I didn't get a notification for you. I didn't get that. I didn't see it. I'm going to go back and look at it. But while I'm here, let's see. Just picked up a night watch. Watch from the UK. Let's see. What does that look like? What is it called? The Alpha? How'd you find out about that, bro? Oh, man. Hold on. Wait. Okay. Proven through passion. Night watches. Proud to support U.S. military. Yo, okay. Hey, y'all, I don't know nothing about this company, man, but y'all know how I feel, boy. You talking about the military, I'm all for it, baby. So on their Trust Pilot, so they have 4,900 reviews, 4,921 reviews, and they are out of 5 stars, it's 4.5 stars. So it gotta be something good, man. Military dive watch, the Alpha Z. Orange dial. 700, so this is the blackout. Well, orange tritium. Oh, these are tritium watches. Oh, snaps, brother. Oh, hold on, let me see, man. I gotta see if this is on. You sparked my interest, sir. YouTube is gonna be like, "What are you doing, bro?" All right, so I gotta see this on YouTube. Alpha. Also, this company's been out for a while, Paul. Because I'm looking at a review from 5 years ago. Good night. Okay, the Nighthawk tactical. No, I'm looking for the Alpha. Okay, the Alpha Harry. There we go. Oh man, it's just a 40-second. No, that's a promotion. It's not a review. Tritium watches came into the UK, but are they safe? No, I don't want to look at that. Get your high quality watch. Marathon. No. Tritium tubes and glow. Okay, here we go. This was okay, y'all. This was 5 years ago. The Night Alpha.
リアレージは日常、リアル。
Shut up. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hello, this is Watch All About with another watch review, and in this review we're looking at an offering from Knight. Now, I've reviewed a couple of Knights before, and they're a British make. They have quartz movement,
Oh,
and
Christopher
their
Ward told you about
specialty
it?
is using tritium tubes for their loom on their dials. So without further ado, let's start the unboxing process. So we have this outer sleeve.
So I imagine that's why they call it Night, because okay.
It's cozy.
I see a play on words.
So we've got Knight in a foil print on top, and the logo either side. Lift that up. Here we have a nice introductory bit of information. A few little cards, which is pretty nicely designed. Looks good. And here we have the watch in question. So I'll lift this little
Dad
here,
mod.
and there's the watch sitting comfortably. And I've got my spare links in there as well.
It's a solid looking watch, Paul.
Nice unboxing process.
And this is 5 years ago,
pretty
so
straightforward, but it looks good. Nicely designed and put together, the packaging. So here we have the watch itself. This is the Knight Alpha, in particular the 208, which is referring to the color scheme. So we've got the blue, blue ceramic bezel insert, blue dial, and also the orange hues as well. Really
gotta love that.
Ahoy, and welcome to the inaugural edition of On the Bench, which actually is also taken out of the box. Now, you see, as we've seen on the face, this is quoted as 200.
So when you ended this?
A little bit. What's up, Dave and everybody else? Hello, fellas. What's up, Dad? Mods. Okay, so orange dial diver. Okay. So there you got. You guys got some stuff to look at. And I'm not trying to encourage you to go out and spend any money on any of these watches, man. It's just getting information. So I'm gonna treat you guys like how I was treated with these reps, man. Like getting that information was pretty dope. I think this year is going to be an amazing year for just the watch enthusiast, man. You got Intersect. That's like I'll possibly get every person or every watchmaker or Anybody affiliated with ADs or outside the micro brand space, main brand, whatever event is going on, I'm gonna get a calendar. I'll post that so you guys can see. Because if you have one of these places, Intersect or Wind Up or Minutes and Hours is coming close to your city, man, you gotta go check out these watches, man. If you love watches like that, I think that'd be like super dope for you. Love your quartz watch, guys. Yeah. Um, and people don't. The quartz watches aren't the devil. Um, and don't hit the quartz watch like, well, my automatic has a soul and the quartz doesn't. Like, bro, come on, man. Quartz watches are legit. And again, I post this, I look at this, I just say this is the best citizen that I have in my collection. Even though I got a couple automatics over here, this one hands down, it's Godzilla, man. It's Godzilla, and that thing is beefy, man. That thing, man, I clunk you over your head with this watch. I give you a knot, like Tom and Jerry knot, man. Don't play with my quartz watches, man. I'm just kidding. I don't promote violence. Want to pick up the Tag Heuer Titanium Solargraph, which is a quartz watch. Yeah, man. I saw that watch, bro. I saw that. So yeah, man. Skeleton. Oh yeah. Skeletonized watches. I got a few of those. But I will leave you guys with this, man. Don't be afraid to, reach out to any of the ADs and ask. I mean, again, I don't have any affiliation or any discount codes for anybody besides Trifecta. Any other watches that I come across, I will showcase. I will see what I can come up with. In this box is the 1938 and is a solid watch. It's a chronometer certified timepiece. You can have that watch for either you get the one with the small seconds or you get the one that have the anthracite dial or the salmon dial. Both are amazing pieces, and they are a rendition of the 1938. And I actually saw the 1938 version, the original version. You can go type it on eBay, you'll see it. You don't necessarily have to buy it, but you'll see what it looked like. And the similarities is crazy. So yeah, man, with that being said, I think we're going to end right here. We've been on for an hour and 27 minutes. I appreciate everybody that's been in here. If you've seen this on a replay, again, Trifecta is my place of choice. I do have Moria Jewelers here. That was TGV's place, his store that he shot with. They do great deals over there. They do have a used section too, pre-owned. Jake has one too. It's not as big as Moria Jewelers. Reese Nichols has one pre-owned section. And I will tell you, if you go to Palmer Jewelers and look for, if they do have some pre-owned, it's not on their website, but just give them a call and say, hey, let me know what you have in the pre-owned section. And they can get with you or go get you a special made watch. And I'm going to be showcasing. I'll go back up to those guys, follow up, and give you guys some updates on the watch that's being built that has Trapvision 3D on it. Yeah, that watch will be coming out. That watch will be dropping pretty soon. You guys will see it. And hope you enjoy it. Hope you like it. So, all right, y'all. I'm out of here. I'm done. Finished. Finito. Fin. Yeah, that's the end in whatever language. I don't know. I read that from Tom and Jerry. Y'all remember the episode. All right, y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all be blessed.